wanted to talk about just relationship. I had a conversation earlier with a friend today, and something that came to me as she was talking about something that she was going through with releasing a friend that's been in her life is that I could tell she was not on solid ground with herself. And she may or may not see this video, and one day if she does, and the day that she does, just know, friend, that I am just sharing this because I love you. And I love those that are going through the same thing, and I've been there myself as well, which is why I want to talk about it. And what I mean by been there myself is that place called not knowing who I was, not being confident in who I was, and letting the opinions of other people move me, shake me, rock me, put me not on solid ground, let my feet not be firm in the foundation of knowing who I was and whose I was. And today when I said to her that when you know whose you are, then you would know exactly who you are. And I could tell in the moment that I said it, she didn't quite get it yet. And it was okay. And it wasn't until moments later when she asked me, well, do you know whose you are? Like whose are you? I said, well, of course I know whose I am. I belong to the Lord. I belong to God. I'm a child of God. And it was like mind blown for her, like, wow, of course. Why didn't I think of that? And I share that because she's a sister in Christ. She's a believer herself. And I think for the moment, she forgot who she was and whose she was. And I say that because she was sharing with me how she didn't want me to think a certain way about her, or just the things that came out of her mouth really gave insight into where she had put her confidence was. And it was very interesting because as she was sharing with me what she was going through, what came to me, and I shared with her after, was that I said, I have something that came to me while you were speaking, and I'll give it to you if you want, and you don't have to receive it. You can do with it with whatever you want. Take it into your prayer closet. And she's like, okay. So I said to her, you're allowing the opinion of man to be more important than God's opinion of you. And she just stopped, and at that moment just was without words and gave me a hug. And I share this story right now because I know what that feels like. And she commented on my groundedness, and I said, you know what, I've been through a lot, but I also did a lot of work to get to this place of absolutely coming back to knowing who I belong to truly, and that I don't belong to anyone in this world, or I don't have to buy into or ascribe to what this world thinks of me, or the opinions of this world, what they think I should be doing, should not be doing, what I should be wearing, driving, where I should be living, whatever. And of course, it's not always easy, but knowing that I am about my Father's business, knowing that I belong to a world not of this world, but of a more heavenly realm, of a kingdom realm. And that is where I find my identity, and that is where I find my confidence. Then really the things of this world, the opinions of this world, then just become background noise and chatter that disappears in the background, becomes muted. And that's where I find my groundedness. And of course, getting out in nature like this, where I can hear the voices of creation, where I can hear the trickling water, where I can listen to the birds in the trees, where I can listen to the rustling leaves, and even hear the laughter of children and just delight in nature, breathe in the air, and release the toxicity and the noise of the world. And when I say the noise of this world, I mean not just the noise of traffic or sirens and horns or whatever is in the city, but the noise of the chatter in my head about, we just went through a really tumultuous election season. There's a lot of emotions going on in the world, a lot of people with a lot of opinions, and sometimes we just need to just get quiet and disappear into a quiet place, and disappear to a place that we can just recollect, and not just recollect ourselves, but recollect back into the place of knowing and being, just simply being who we are in our being. And so I just want to share that today. Are you letting the opinions of others and the opinions of this world shape your thinking? Are you letting it shape who you are meant to be, who you're created to be? Are you letting it shape your destiny? Are you letting it shape the direction in which you are moving and going, whether it's professionally or personally or in your relationship? And if that's you, I just pray that you come to a place in your quiet place, that I pray that you go into your prayer closet, or you go into your secret place or your sanctuary and just recollect yourself and recollect your thoughts, quiet the chatter in your head, gather to yourself who you know that you are, remind yourself of who you are and who you're meant to be, and your destiny and your purpose, and find that courage, find your confidence in your Creator, He who knows all about you, every single hair in your head, who formed and fashioned you before you were even a thought in your mother's brain, in her mind, before you were even one speck of a cell in her womb. So I love you, friends, and find your quiet spot, okay? And just know who you are, and just know that everything's going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be great. So I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.